Hello and welcome back everyone. Today we have a special video going over the rumor cast list for The Challenge Season 41. Now I want to be upfront and honest, we do not have all the names that will be appearing on this upcoming season of The Challenge. I've been keeping a close eye on the Vevmo accounts and all the spoiler accounts. We do have all 16 veterans names as well as the 8 rookie women names and then the 4 rookie men. So we're going in 28 out of 32 players that will be appearing on this season. At least that's from my understanding. So I was waiting as long as possible, which is when they start posting spoilers to eliminations, meaning that the game has started. And with that process happening and we're still missing names, I just decided let's go full go on what we have and just talk about everybody who is rumored at the moment of filming this video. Let's go over some basic information before getting into the cast. This is The Challenge 41. It will be hosted by TJ Lavin, of course. The location is Chile, which I like. I love that it is in South America. It should be warm, tropical. Now from looking at the cast, and we have 16 veterans, supposedly 16 rookies, and we have an even split of 8, 8, 8, and 8, where it could be like a fresh meat or a War of the Worlds type of situation, where we have a veteran player paired up with a rookie player. But I want to make it clear, nothing is set in stone at this moment. It could be a complete solo game, it could be a multi-format game, like we saw with Season 33, where everybody was paired up at the beginning and then everybody split off in the middle of the season and then we only had a solo winner. Maybe that could be the same thing here. Let's now turn our attention over to the cast. We're going to look at the veterans first. When going over their stats, I mainly picked through their main flagship seasons. But if there was something missing in a category that they didn't achieve in a flagship but maybe achieved in a spin-off like USA 2 or an All-Star season, and I will say specifically when I start using like All-Stars or another spin-off's stats. I just wanted to make that clear. Let's now start in alphabetical order, starting with the women, and we have Aneesa from The Real World Chicago. This would be her 18th challenge season. She has been to 3 finals. She has no championships, and the last time we saw her was recently on All-Stars Rivals, where her and her partner Ashley Mitchell was eliminated in episode 4 by Adam and Steve. Now, speaking of Ashley Millionaire Mitchell, she is also on this season, making her return to the flagship show ever since being eliminated in the middle of the night in season 37. She is from The Real World Explosion. This would be her 10th challenge season. She has been to 3 finals, won twice, and as mentioned previously with Aneesa, the last time we saw her was on All-Stars Rivals, episode 4, losing to Adam and Steve. Next up, we have Aviv, whose original show was season 12 of The Challenge. This would be her 3rd challenge season. She has been to 1 final, which was Fresh Meat. She won that final, and she got really close in season 40, losing to the eventual winner, Jenny, in episode 15's Iron Triangle. So if this is a Fresh Meat season, now she can be the veteran, helping out a brand new player coming into the challenge. And can she keep her Fresh Meat wins alive? Speaking of Fresh Meat, Cara Maria will be making an appearance on this season. This would be her 16th challenge season. She has been to 9 finals in the flagship. She is a 2-time challenge champion, and the last time we saw her was in season 40, losing to Tori right before the final in episode 17 in the final elimination. It was literally the final elimination, as well as that was the name of the elimination, the final elimination. And next up is a contestant that I am so excited to see back on the challenge, and that is Michaela Bradshaw from Survivor. She has been on 2 seasons of the challenge, 1 flagship, which was season 37, where she was there for 1 episode, and then she was also on USA season 2. She's been to 1 final, which was USA season 2, which was the last time we saw her, getting 3rd place in those finals. And I'm just so happy to see Michaela back because I was able to chat with her in an exit interview after the USA 2 season wrapped up, and she talked about how she has a job outside of reality TV, outside of the challenge. And it's kind of one of those things where it's tricky finding time to be able to do a long reality show season. And I was like, well, maybe she'll do like an All-Stars or a spin-off, but it seems like USA 3 is never going to happen. So I'm very surprised and elated to see Michaela making her way back onto the Challenge flagship show. Somebody else I'm very excited to see as well is Nia from the Real World Portland. This would be her 4th Challenge season. She has been to one final, and that was in All-Stars Season 3. The last time we saw her was being eliminated by her fellow Lady of Leisure, Michelle, in episode 11. I'm excited to see Nia back. Nia was giving a lot on Season 40, and I'm excited because she also has another Lady of Leisure here with her. But before we can get to Olivia, let's talk about Nany from the Real World Las Vegas. This would be her 13th, lucky number 13th Challenge season. She has been to 4 finals, 0 championships. At the time of filming this video, she is still currently competing alongside her partner Turbo on All-Stars Rivals. So for now, I guess we can put a to be determined in both the final and possible championship category for now. And finally, the last veteran woman on the cast list is Olivia from Love Island US. This would be her 4th Challenge season. She has been to 1 final. Last time we saw her was on Season 40, losing to Michelle, a Lady of Leisure, in episode 13 in Stranded. So far, this is an interesting cast list. A lot of recently played players. Everyone but Michaela has been featured on Season 40 or All-Stars Rivals, and we will see that pattern as we go through the men veterans. Let's go in, starting with none other than CT Chris Tamborello, whose original show was The Real World Paris. This would be his 21st season. He has been to 10 finals, is a 5-time challenge champion, and the last time we saw him was in Season 40, losing in episode 5 to Nehemiah. Next up, we have Derek Chavez, who was on Real World Cancun. This would be his 5th challenge season. He has been to 1 final on the flagship, 1 final on All-Stars, 0-time championship, but on Season 40, he made it to the finals and got 2nd place, thanks to his placements in the stages as well as the karma points. And if you have one Derek, you have to have another Derek with Derek Kaczynski, who is on the Road Rules Extreme. Derek, again, is holding it down for the Road Rules players, as Derek is the only Road Rules player to be featured on Season 41. This would be his 12th challenge season of the flagship show. He has been to 5 finals on the flagship show. He is a 3-time challenge champion, and the last time we saw him was in Season 40, where he was eliminated in episode 8 by Corey Wharton. He sustained a nasty leg and knee injury, but it looks like he passed the physical, recovered well, and hopefully he'll be on this season ready to compete and ready to go the distance. Speaking of somebody who knows about going the distance, we have Johnny Bananas from the Real World Key West. This would be his 23rd flagship season. He has been to 11 finals, has won 7 times. And the last time we saw him on the challenge was Season 40, taking home 3rd place. Now, somebody who is very close to Johnny Bananas and was rumored once to be retired is back for yet another challenge season in a row, and that is Leroy from the Real World Las Vegas. This would be his 14th main flagship season. He has been to 5 finals, has yet to win, but kind of like what I said with Nany, he is still on All-Stars Rivals. He's paired up with Devin. They're doing quite well on that show. So let's leave that to be determined in the finals category as well as the championship category for now. Now, somebody that we have not seen since Season 35, and that is Rogan from X on the Beach UK. This would be his 4th challenge season. He has been to 2 finals, Season 34 and Season 35. He is a 1-time challenge champion, where he was the lone UK member on Team UK. They were able to win Season 34, and Season 35, he made the final and then got eliminated by Johnny Bananas in the final, taking home 5th place. We have not seen Rogan in quite some time, and I'm kind of surprised that he is back on the challenge. Next up is another UK member that we've seen fairly recently, and that is Theo Campbell from Love Island UK. This would be his 4th challenge season. He has been to one final on the flagship show, and that was season 33. He was in a final in the World Championship, but here he is back on the challenge after being on season 40, losing in episode 12 to Johnny Bananas. Last but not least, for the veteran men, is Turbo Tarabi from Survivor Turkey. This would be his 4th main challenge season. He is a one-time finalist, one-time challenge champ, but as I mentioned with all the previous All-Star Rival competitors, Turbo is still competing on All-Stars Rivals alongside Nany, so leave that to be determined for a possible +1 in the finals and championship category. Those are all 16 of the veterans that have been announced in this rumored Challenge 41 cast. Now let's move on to the rookies. And we're going to start off with the women since we have all 8 names. And we have Adrian Naylor from Married at First Sight UK. She was on Series 8. And as you can tell, I don't have a ton to mention during her category because she's coming from Married at First Sight. She's coming from a non-competitive reality TV background. Somebody who is coming in from a reality TV background is America from Big Brother 25. She played a really good social game. She has a very bubbly personality. She did not win an HOH or veto during her time on Big Brother 25, but she made it all the way through the game to 6th place, became a jury member, and I think that she is a good addition to the challenge. And I'm looking forward to seeing how America does on the challenge. Next is a player I had no idea who she was prior to this list coming out and doing research. But once I did research, I am so looking forward to what Lecca can bring to the challenge. She was recently featured on Canada's Ultimate Challenge in season 2, but she has her own workout series on her Instagram and social media. In her bio for Canada's Ultimate Challenge, she talks about how she has coached professional athletes, and she looks like somebody who can outrun everybody, outlift everybody on this cast, whether they are a rookie or if they are a veteran. Unfortunately, she did not win season 2 of Canada's Ultimate Challenge, but being on a challenge type show already gives her a leg up, and then she has the capabilities of doing anything I feel the challenge can throw at her. She just needs a really good partner that will work well with her, and I think there's nothing stopping her. I'm so looking forward to her competing on the challenge. Let's move on to Blue Kim from Big Brother 25. From her time on Big Brother 25, she was able to win 1 veto, no HOH competitions. She finished off Big Brother 25 in 7th place. I too am looking forward to seeing Blue on the challenge, as well as D from Survivor 45, winner of Survivor 45. I'm always excited to see Survivor players make their way over to the challenge. And getting a player who has recently played Survivor, and not only that, has won Survivor, I'm looking forward to seeing what D can do because I think that D could be deadly on this challenge season. Next up, we have Izzy from Too Hot to Handle UK. Season 3, she was a finalist, and kind of like what I said with Adrian, I don't have too much to go off of. It's Too Hot to Handle. You're not allowed to kiss on that show, but people kiss on that show, and that's not really, like, there are competitions, but they're not the kind of competitions that you link up with the challenge or anything like that. So we have another Survivor player, and that's Sydney from season 41, and she got 12th place. I'll be honest, I don't really remember who Sydney was on that season. I think she was voted out pre-merge, so it makes sense that maybe I don't really remember her in the grand scheme of things, but another Survivor player. And the final name on this list is Taylor from Big Brother Australia. She won season 15 of Big Brother Australia. Now, when looking up her stats on the wiki, it was a little bit interesting because it seems like her and her sister came onto the season as like a, I don't know, twin situation where maybe they swapped places for a while and then they were able to both compete on the show, because from the wiki, it shows that they both won. And I've never seen a season of Big Brother where there was 2 winners like this. We'll have to wait and see how Taylor will do. And those are all the women on the rookie side of things. I'm excited. You know, looking at this list, if they are linking up with a man who is a veteran on the challenge, I feel like my money is on vet man and rookie women teams moving through this game. I know that we don't have all of the information for the rookie men, but just looking at the names and if they're going to partner up, that's just where my head is at. But speaking of the rookie men, let's go over the 4 names that we know. We have Jake from Love Island UK. He's been on 2 UK seasons. In season 7, he entered in day 1 and left on day 54. And in All Stars, he left in day 3. Not a whole lot to go off of. Again, it is a competition strategy game, but it's also mainly dealing with people finding connections and love, and you really can't go too much in this. I think he is in great shape. Next up, we have Justin from Netflix's Cheer, which is a reality show, I believe. I have not watched the show, but just going off of my own ideas of what cheerleading and cheer squads, you have to be in peak physical conditions to do all the routines, do all the programs, as well as work as a team. So even though Justin is coming from a non-traditional way onto the challenge, kind of like, I don't know, it kind of reminds me a little bit of America's Got Talent kind of vibe, but at least he comes from a more athletic background. Maybe I'll watch him cheer this weekend to see what Justin can bring onto the challenge. William from Are You the One Season 9. This is the Are You the One season that premiered on Paramount Plus. That was hosted by Cammie Crawford. And I'll be honest, didn't really watch too much of this season. I watched, I think, 3 episodes. I'm looking forward to seeing William on the show. One thing I'm very excited about is having a rookie from a newer Are You the One season, because we haven't really had a ton of rookies from Are You the One in quite some time. I think it was season 36 with Amber M was one of the last rookie Are You the One contestants from a newer season. And here we have William, hoping he does well. Let's have a good time with a new Are You the One contestant. And the final rookie man that we have on this list that we know of is Jeremy from Amazing Race Season 35, who won no legs on that season and got 9th place. My overall review, I think it's fine. I think I'm more excited for the rookies than I am for a lot of the veterans, as we've seen a lot of the veterans fairly recently in All Stars Rivals and Season 40. And right now, both of those seasons aren't the best in my opinion, and so it feels like we're getting a repeat of some performances. We know exactly what to expect since we just saw them recently and are still seeing them compete on the challenge as I'm making this video, but add in these rookies that maybe want to play, maybe stake a name for themselves, win this money. Now, I do want to say, we have gotten a lot of rookies and a lot of veterans playing on the same challenge season in fairly recent seasons, like season 36 and season 37, but there were times where veterans could leave a pairing and go pair up with another vet. If this is supposed to be like a fresh meat season, I just pray that they have to stay partnered up with the same person the entire season. I think that's more exciting and that's more thrilling than the possibility of either splitting halfway through or being able to win an elimination or a daily challenge and then swapping partners. Just have everybody pick players and just go through the rest of the season. Either you pick a good partner and you work well and you can get far into the season, or you crumble as a pair and you just gotta make do with what you got or be eliminated. And I really don't want to have a solo season, because I just worry if it is a solo season, then all the rookies will just get picked on and sent in over and over and over again, kind of like what we saw in season 37 and stuff. I just would rather it be a partnered season going forward, start off the new era in a new fresh meat type of way. I do like season 33, and so having a possibility of another season 33, but keeping the pairs all together throughout the entire season, I think would make for a fun game and format to start off the new era of the show. But that is it for the rumored cast list for the Challenge 41. What'd you think about this rumored cast list? Let me know down in the comments section below. Who are you excited to see return on the veteran side? And who are you excited to see make their challenge debut on the rookie side? Is there any player you're dreading to see back on the challenge from the veteran side? And is there a player that you are scratching your head at on why are they coming onto the challenge? Why them? Out of everybody that you could have picked from any reality show, why them? Let me know anything and everything down in the comment section below. But I do want to mention, now that the game has started on season 41, filming has started, they are now in the process of eliminating players on the Challenge 41. Be aware of going on social media for any spoilers, because if you follow any challenge accounts or anything, you could be seeing spoilers right when you open up Twitter, X, Instagram, or anything. So please, please, please be aware that if you are trying to not have any spoilers going into season 41, that in the next coming months, that spoilers will be prolific on any social media, so please be aware of any spoilers out there. But I now want to give a special shout out thank you to everyone who supports me over at patreon.com/angelcakevids. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you to everyone who's watching this video up to this point. I'll be back really soon with more challenge content, more content in general. But until then, peace.